In this video, we're going to show you how to remove the headlight on the Model Y Standard. So if you haven't, we have another video on how to remove the front bumper, which is actually right over there, on the Model Y Standard. And that is a necessary requirement before you actually get to the headlights. You cannot remove the headlights without removing the front bumper. So make sure you do that first. Don't try to access it. But then once you do that, that is the hard part. Removing the headlight is actually surprisingly easy. And it's actually very, very similar to the Model Y Juniper. Of course, sorry, the Juniper Premium. Of course, the main difference is that it does no longer have the headlight at the bottom. I actually have one right here. I actually have two. But I have it right here, which is massive, and it is connected right next to each other. And here's the thing that's interesting, right? The bracket itself looks very, very similar. And the anchor points are actually exactly the same or almost the same as the Model Y Juniper Premium. Again, the only difference is it does not have this bottom part on the standard, right? So there's three 10 millimeter, so you need a 10 millimeter ratchet, one. Okay, there's one right here on the side, and here's the one that's a little tricky. There's one right underneath right here. Okay, and then I'll show you how to remove the clips. Okay, so let's go ahead and one. Okay, and then two, come over here. You got one right here, simple, right? All right, of course, my ratchet is out of battery, so I'll be right back. All right, fresh battery. Again, the one that is kind of out there and kind of hard to see, I'm gonna use an extender on my ratchet. Okay, again, 10 millimeter, guys. It's just right underneath, right here. Okay. Once you remove that, they're actually all the same 10 mil. It should pop out, but before we pop it out, let's go to the other side. I'll show you how to disconnect this. The disconnect is actually pretty easy. You just need to pull this. And then once you pull this back, the red back, it actually disconnects the light. That's really the only thing that is connected. So once you do that, this is far lighter than this big hunker right here. All you have to do is pull. What I like to do is I kind of pull it down from the angle because you can't really go up, right? Because you got the fender right here and you don't want to scratch anything. You kind of move it around. All right, I got that. There you go. And then I told you there's that foam right here. I go downwards like so. And then you got this really cool headlight off. And this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in a safe spot. The safe spot is the front spot. But this is what the headlight looks like. Same thing on the other side. This is what the internal looks like. And once you see this, you see the PWS right here, the harness right here that kind of goes through all of it. Some sound dampening, the wheel trim right here. But that is how you remove the headlight on the Model Y Standard. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Again, we're gonna put the video link on how to remove the front. Or actually, you don't have to do that, the front bumper, and the links below. So we'll see you later.